Very interesting. Well, that about sums everything up. One person always dies and one person always suddenly disappears. Leaving the suddenness aside, the fact that each incident involved one person disappearing. So that means the first person who dies is because of Oyashiro-sama's curse, and the second person who vanishes is because the villagers sacrificed them. Is that it? Katron, there is no curse. Someone kills the first person under the guise of the curse, and someone takes away the second person to be a sacrifice. Sorry about that, but Shion, that means the criminal is in the village. That's what I've been guessing from the start. It's pretty shocking though, you know. We live in the Showa period. It's kind of hard to believe people are committing murder like it's nothing using some ancient justifications, huh? It didn't have anything to do with our discussion, but I got the feeling that maybe Shion didn't like Hinamizawa very much. Mion enjoyed talking about Hinamizawa and its epic tales. So she had avoided talking about Oyashiro-sama's curse, which didn't paint Hinamizawa in a good light, no matter how you looked at it. She was trying not to give me a bad impression of the village, so she didn't say anything. Shion, on the other hand, was somehow different. She wasn't rejecting the concept of a curse to purge Hinamizawa of this bad impression, but rather because she strongly believed that a member of the village was a criminal behind this. Her conviction seemed a bit removed from the tight sense of community held by the people of Hinamizawa. Once upon a time, they looked so alike you could mistake one for the other. But talking to her now, I was getting a powerful feeling that Shion had a completely different personality than Mion. I think Shion's really cold on the inside. I think it's just her exterior and her surface emotions that are really kind. But like, getting to know her a lot more, she seems a lot darker. Well, Mion's dark and all, because we saw that in the first game, but I don't know, I'm just getting a different vibe from Shion. I think it goes way deeper. I think Mion only has like surface level darkness, and not very, it doesn't go deep. It only goes to a certain extent and then stops. I think Shion goes way farther than everyone else. They all think someone from Hinamizawa did it, right? Neither Shion nor Takano-san answered that. The deafening silence told me all that it needed to be said. Then let me ask another question. Why the fuck am I here and not hanging out with Mion? If someone from Hinamizawa is the culprit, then who is it? Neither Shion nor Takano-san had a reply to that question either. Though it may have been rude to ask, I had hoped they wouldn't have one. The reason I asked was to argue that their explanation that the culprit was from Hinamizawa was nothing more than one possibility. Shion caught on to my plan. She gave a pained smile at my petty spite and opened her mouth to speak. All I said really just amounts to circumstantial evidence anyway. If any of us knew who it really was, we'd have gotten them into the police hands already. Yeah, no shit, dumbass. As would anyone. Then what about Takano-san? She too smiled dryly as Shion had and opened her own mouth. Well, I'd like to clear one thing up. I'm not a detective or anything, alright? In all honesty, I'm not really interested in who the culprit is. Takano-san, you sure are a handful. Tomitake-san gives a bitter laugh at her surprising opinion on the matter. You see, I just like cruel and atrocious... Oh, good God. Oh, God. You're fucked up. Atrocious ancient traditions and fairy tales. I only enjoy them from a curious onlooker's perspective. So even for the string of incidences, it's not so much finding out who the culprit is, but enjoying thinking about how the old traditions displayed by the incidents themselves still seem to have some pretty deep roots around here. Though she described herself as nothing more than a curious onlooker, her smile was as sharp as the tip of a blade. Women like her felt very strange and a little scary to me. Maybe it's just that. I was in fearful awe of the person whose emotions I couldn't comprehend. Well, I don't think of any of this as interesting at all. The Watanagashi festival is coming up tomorrow, but I don't want anyone to die or disappear. Tomorrow, huh? That's right. It completely slipped my mind. The string of murder incidences people attribute to Oyashiro-sama's curse, it wasn't over. If last year's incident wasn't the end, then tomorrow at night at the festival would someone die and someone disappear. I do wonder who will die tomorrow and who will disappear, though. Takano said, running a comb through her hair with elegant movements, with a thin smile and a voice that nearly made me shudder. Fuck me, she is fucked up. Good God. She almost looked like she was enjoying the thought of the instances that could happen tomorrow. Then out of the blue, we heard a loud round of applause. They seemed to be ending the drinking party early. Right as I was making me own wait this whole time, wasn't I? I should go back to her soon. Fuck you, you fucking asshole! God damn it! God, you piece of shit! You're teasing the kid too much, Takano-san. Now, Keiji-kun, think it's all true. I apologize. It's that bad habit of mine again. Fuck off. I hate you so much. God, I hate these two people. Because all they do is ruin my good vibes, my good feelings. Said Takano-san, sticking out her tongue bashfully. The strangeness in her expression was nowhere to be found. When Takano-san sees an innocent child like you, she can't help wanting to poke fun at them. It's a real bad habit. Fuck. Hopefully they die again. Keiji-kun, you listened to everything so earnestly that she ended up getting carried away. Unlike Takano-san, Tomitake-san seemed like a totally normal person with common sense. No, he's still fucking stupid. They were apologizing after realizing what kind of impression they'd given me. Can I just go back to Mio and be all happy and go lucky, even though she's gonna be all sad because I blew her off? God damn it. I don't want her to be sad. Damn it, it pisses me off. The stuff Takano-san just said is all fiction. If it made you harbor any bad impressions about Hinamizawa, then we apologize for that. Jeez, Jiro-san. You apologizing to Takano-san. Tell him you're sorry for scaring him. Takano-san and Tomitake-san were arguing and messing around now. The strained air around us had already dissipated. Yeah, bye. Fuck off. Kei-chan, you should get going soon, too. Mion is the jealous type. If she sees me, she'll probably start a fight, so I'll just be going home. Really? Then I'll go see what Mion's doing and apologizing for making her wait, I guess. Sorry for being such a nuisance, Keiichi-kun. Could you tell Mion-chan we're sorry for borrowing you for so long? Fuck you. I hate all of three of you. God damn it, Keiichi. I wish you'd given me a choice. Just listen or just go with Mion. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think telling her will make her feel any better for sure. Tomitake-san and Takano-san standing next to each other both began to chuckle. Okay then, Kei-chan. Let's try and run into each other at tomorrow's festival. Fuck you. I don't know. I'm not liking Shion now. I'm getting a really dark feeling from her. From her facial expressions to the way she talks. We'll see each other. I mean, it's us we're talking about after all. We'll be making so much trouble it'll be hard for you not to find us. Shion and I said our goodbyes to Tomitake-san and Takano-san. Before we could leave, Takano-san called out to us. Fuck off. Die. Thanks for listening so earnestly to what I had to say. You're so good at listening. I had a great time talking to you. Good at listening? No, not at all. I was just in a state of perpetual bewilderment from all the shocking topics being thrown at me one after another. Did you like my story today? Well, it was pretty interesting. Not saying I enjoyed it, because I'm not a fucking psychopath like you. Then I'll tell you some more sometime, okay? So, I'll tell you some more sometime, okay? No. There's a lot of pretty interesting legends and fairy tales about Hinamizawa. Of course, a lot of strange and creepy ones, too. I'll choose a bunch of my favorites and tell you about them. No, you won't. I was kind of happy, but kind of worried. Why would you be happy? God damn it. I like living in blissful ignorance, I guess. I can't help but smile dryly and scratch at my head. Geiji-kun, you can go now. Takano-san is just messing with you. They say goodbye again and run off. Every time Take-san call out behind him in a clear voice that we would see each other at the festival tomorrow. God damn it. When I went to the tent, Mion was waiting for me in. She was nowhere to be found. Yeah, because she probably left because you were an asshole and stood her up. Oh, god damn, it pisses me off. I made her wait so long. Maybe she got mad and went home. Fuck you. You deserve it. After asking some adults passing by, I heard that she went home, talking to some relatives. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Wow. 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 Good fucking god. No shit, you dumb. I hope you die. I hope you die a terrible death. I won't even feel bad reading it. I will get joy from reading it. You're pissing me off in this chapter. Hardcore. But my regret for having made Mion wait wasn't enough to triumph over the impression Takano-san and Shion's uncanny story left on me. I fucking hope you die. I really do. I don't care anymore. I hope when you trip down all these stairs, you break both of your legs and have to crawl home. And at that point, they can't even refix your legs and you just have to crawl everywhere. Because that's what you deserve. You're a piece of shit. I hope she steps on your fucking head. God damn you. Oh, you. Oh. That pisses me off, actually. Like the other stuff, I was mildly pissed. This actually pisses me off reading that last part. Oh my god. Fuck you. She clearly didn't want you to do it, and she told you that you needed to not listen to it. She didn't want us to listen to it, and you're like, oh no, I'll be there in a minute. Oh, you know, like an hour later. Oh, hey, well, I thought you would still be there. Fuck you, you piece of fucking shit. Serial murder incidences that happened 4 years in a row. But tomorrow's events make this the 5th. I hope you die. And the possibility that someone from Hinamizawa was carrying this all out under the guise of the curse. The queer tradition of ritual sacrifices. Entirely unbecoming of the Showa period we lived in. I regretted it a little, though. It was too late. If none of these creepy stories had anything to do with me, then I should have let Mion pull me away from that crowd. Ugh. You piece of shit. I felt a little ashamed about letting my chief curiosity get the better of me. Wow. So basically, had he listened to me, everything would have been fine, because you're gonna die now. Oh my god, I hope. I'm pissed. Oh, I've never been this pissed before. By a fucking game. Ooh. First you're a dick to Mion. Then you're like, oh, I'm just gonna wait here. And be an dumbass who deserves to die at this point. Oh, good god. Tips galore. A little elbow grease with some tea. That, you know, Mion was probably going to give me a cup of tea, but she owns a bitch, and stole that from her. See, I don't like Shion, because she really hates Mion for some reason. I don't know. I get a weird feeling. Good, scrapbooks. Let's go with Festival around the corner. I feel like my voice is gonna kill myself. Hey, are you worn out already? Tomorrow's the real thing. We're gonna be partying until morning, until the very end of it all. Got it? Got it. I'll give it everything I've got. Wahaha. Alright then, youth is the greatest. Good work, everyone. Tomorrow is Watanagashi at last. Let's get some shut-eye in and save our energy for tomorrow night. Tomorrow was finally Watanagashi. Festivals are split into two groups, those who enjoy them and those who support them. The former only need prepare their minds, but the latter needs not only that, but also painstakingly crafted plans and preliminary arrangements. While the general majority attending goes about enjoying the festival without a care in the world, will be strained the whole way through. Why? You sure as hell know why. Because the beer after everything's over is the best damn beer you'll ever have. At times like this, it's best to have energetic, physically fit people. It wouldn't be worth it if you didn't do your best until the end, enjoying it the whole way. Oh, he's here. Oishi-san, come in. Came in. Everyone hurried to stand up. Hello, everyone. Excellent work out there. Oh, you can be at ease. Thank you, sir. Not even my seniors, who usually talk big about themselves, can hold a candle to Oishi-san. We all bow as if we were one of those cheering squads of old. Kuraido... Oh, good God. Kuraudo Oishi. Kuraudo, I think, is what it is. A detective just waiting to retire one, who doesn't pay much mind to rules and regulation and doesn't do much in the way of real work. Oh, a real piece of shit. He looks like a rotten old man with a penchant for dirty jokes. My seniors, though, tell me he's a real fighter in his younger days, and that he may or may not have quite a heroic legend trailing behind him. Anyway, he surely had much more dignity and presence in the room than the section chief who came in with him. Everyone, I really thank you for your handwork on the preparation for the festival tomorrow. Everyone present stands upright and lends their ear to the chief's directions. We're on heavy alert for any thrill-seeking criminals expecting another incident like last year. I need all of you to focus your energy as much as possible in your mission to prevent any crimes from happening. Yes, sir. Of course, it would be the best if nothing happened. However, everyone, please assume that an incident will in fact occur. Prevention is number one, but it probably won't be enough. This year, too, someone will die and someone will disappear. There's really no doubt about it. Everyone apart from the section chief smiled painfully. Oishi-san, that won't do. We need to be more serious about this. The important part isn't to get past the night of festival. It's to be able to quickly, swiftly, and aggressively pursue whatever does happen tomorrow night. I won't tolerate anything less than your best. Clench those cheeks. Good God, we're gonna rip all the skin off the ghost of Oyashiro-sama's curse. Yeah! Oh God. Scrapbook 1. Oyashiro-sama's curse. In the ancient Onagafuji village, the anger of Oyashiro-sama, his curse, was feared above all. However, it is seldom stated anywhere what actually happens and what sort of divine judgment, curse, befalls them when Oyashiro-sama is angry. From various reports, all hell will break loose. Demons will come flooding out. The miasma from hell will flood outward and kill every villager, letting not a single one escape. Oh, so real just Wrath of God, Doomsday bullshit stuff. The ones evoking images of the village being annihilated stand out the most. These terrifying ideas of divine punishment are in alignment with many other religious beliefs regarding the apocalypse, hell, and it's easy to imagine that they are just ways to convince people to obey the teachings in order to prevent such an end. The conditions for inciting Oyashiro-sama's wrath are likely the same as the taboos in Onagafuchi village. I believe that when an act was performed that violates one of the taboos, Oyashiro-sama was termed angry. And in order to quell his anger, they would perform the aforementioned sacrificial ritual. Makes sense. Oh, that was all? Scrapbook 2. I figured it was going to be like way longer. Oh, good. Just what I need. Yeah, P.S. I turned off all the fucking lights because why not? Might as well really scare the shit out of myself. Oh, good God. When I hear a loud noise, I'm gonna shit myself. Because I'm gonna think someone's gonna sacrifice myself. Human sacrifice ritual. The sacrificial ritual was a simple drowning involving plunging sacrifices into Onagafuchi swamp, which was considered hallowed. Not hollowed. Of the rituals of Onagafuchi village, this one was unique in that the sacrifice would slink slowly only over the long course of 3 days and 3 nights. I believe that it wasn't so much the killing of the sacrifice that was important. It was the low suffering of the guy. But rather the symbolicism of them sinking as the submerging of Oyashiro-sama's anger. For that purpose, they must have had a passion for learning various methods for keeping the sacrifice from sinking too quickly, to force them to sink more slowly. Oh boy! Unfortunately, as far as I can tell from the records, those methods were not recorded. My thoughts are that they may have used logs or other similar material to create a raft, then set up a scaffold on there, hung the sacrifice up with the ropes, and let them sink little by little over time into the swamp. Oh, that's fucked up. Jesus. However, if that were the case, it would not be strange that the ritual implements used for such a ceremony were honored as holy and enshrined somewhere. Oh, that's fucked up. Shit. That's really fucked up. What's number 3? Door number 3. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this one. Real bad feeling. Implements used for the ritual. Ritual tools utilized for ancient religious ceremonies are commonly referred to as implements or ritual implements, and even now some of them are enshrined on the property of Furude Shrine and 3 families. However, the identifiable tools are all decorative, and none appear to have been used in rituals governing the dark side of Onagafuchi village. As the Edo period came to a close and many traditional rituals were lost, were they lost as well? Or perhaps buried in the darkness? Well, I mean, that's pretty fucked up. To drown someone like that? I don't believe so. Both the implements used on the night of the feast of Onagakushi and those used during the sacrificial ceremonies must still exist, enshrined away from the eyes of the masses. Without a doubt, they exist here today at this very moment in Hinamizawa. Also, I'm nearly certain whether they've been enshrined. What was once locked steadfastly has for some reason changed this year to a cheap-looking padlock. He may be able to do something about such a lock. However, if it is not far from the assembly hall, nor is it ever far from the presence of people. However, I will not give up. The night when it becomes a blind spot to every villager in Hinamizawa is coming soon. Oh, so they're going to break into the padlock on Watanagashi tomorrow. Soon it will be Watanagashi. Yeah, you know what I wouldn't do? Break into somewhere that belongs to Oyashiro-sama on the night that people die and disappear. That's just asking for death. End of chapter 6. Actually, I need to check something. How many chapters are there? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, so I'm halfway done. Yay. Now it's gonna go downhill.